Update naman po tayo sa repatriation ng ilang Pinoy matapos ang pag-atake ng Iran sa US Air Base sa Qatar. Kausapin po natin si Department of Foreign Affairs Assistant Secretary Robert Ferrer. Magandang umaga at welcome po sa Balitang Hali.
Magandang umaga ho.
Opo.
I only have 10 minutes po.
Yes, okay. Susubukan po natin ito itanong at kamusta po tayo sa mga kababayan natin sa Qatar matapos nga po itong pag-atake ng Iran sa Al Udeid Air Base sa Amerika po.
Okay naman po sila. We're getting reports from our ambassador on the ground, si Ambassador Mardomel Melicor of Cagayan de Oro. And he was the former Assistant Secretary for Middle East and African Affairs ng DFA. So he's very familiar with the region and with the situation. Ang balita ko pong huli ay they were brought to the pre-departure, so that's good news. But I have not received news that they are boarding or have boarded. Supposed to be po, nasa airport kami this morning para sunduin po itong 30 na first batch of OFWs from Israel who exited via Jordan and a few also from Jordan, assisted by Ambassador Eileen Mendiola of Tel Aviv Philippine Embassy and Ambassador Fred Santos sa embahada po natin sa Amman.
Apo.
So we hope they will arrive today. So antabayanan lang po natin. Pasensya na po kayo. We might not have time for media interviews after this.
Alright, may mga naitala ho bang nasaktan o nawawala at ilang Pinoy ho ba ang nasa Qatar na mga kababayan natin?
Sa Qatar po, hundreds of, in the whole of Middle East, 2 million po ang Filipinos. In Qatar, I'll get back to you because I don't have the figure right now with me. But marami po sa Qatar, I think in the hundreds of thousands, if I'm not mistaken. There's an entire Philippine community there, very large. And we're hoping and praying that the ceasefire announced by U.S. President Trump, which will take in effect today, will lead to peace. So abangan lang po natin mga kababayan kung ano yung mangyayari within today.
Yun nga ho, no, may anunsyo si US President Trump ng ceasefire umano, pero ito ho'y dininay ng kanilang foreign minister. Sa mga pagkakataon pong ito, ano ho ba ang mensahe ninyo sa ating mga kababayan dyan? Lalo pat sinasabi nga, ito hong pag-atake ng Iran sa pinakamalaking military installation ng Amerika sa Middle East ay buti na lamang na-intercept pero baka daw magtuloy-tuloy, depending sa sagot pa rin na ito na ginagawa ng Israel na pag-atake sa Iran.
Yung Qatar po is 222,563. So, they're not attacked by anyone. I think it's because may US base po sa Qatar. That's why na-declare po na close yung airspace ng Qatar kaninang madaling araw. So wala naman pong report na may nasawi o nasaktan. Mas binabantayan po namin ngayon ng Israel because may ongoing missile attack po ngayon sa Israel. Nakalimang alert na po sila this morning pa lang. And also we are still monitoring the situation in Tehran because we are in the process of repatriating the first batch out of Iran via the Turkmenistan border.
Nadagdagan pa ho ba yung mga gusto magpa-repatriate? We heard na meron hong 253 na mga OFW ang gusto sana pero 71 pa lamang po daw ang currently mare-repatriate dahil sa pabago-bago ring pagdedesisyon ng ilan ho natin mga kababayan.
Constant naman yung updates ng ating ambassadors on the ground. We just had a briefing from Ambassador Eileen Mendiola. And yesterday from Ambassador Robert Manalo and Ambassador Eileen Mendiola also. And today po, there is a meeting about contingency plan implementation po led by the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Ricky Manalo, and Undersecretary Ed De Vega. So we are activated na po yung contingency plans para pong intricate steps po yan na nakamapa na. And all possible scenarios po ay na-exercise na po at pre-practice ng mga ambassadors natin on the ground.
Asek, marami pong salamat sa inyo pong ibigay sa aming oras dito sa Balitang Hali.
God bless. Buhay po kayo.
God bless din po. At yan po naman si Department of Foreign Affairs Assistant Secretary Robert Ferrer.